Good morning. It is day 8 of vlogmas, so it's the 8th of December. And I can already tell you there will be no walk today because it's raining and it's really blech out. So, but I do have some knitting that I want to share with you, so let's go. I started the chart on the reindeer cardigan, or I started knitting the chart. I think you cannot tell that I'm using two different contrast yarns. I think this works out beautifully. So this is the first bit of color work. And I also really like how the contrast yarn looks with the red. Now here, back to my problem, the chart. Can you see this little section here between those two red lines and up to here? This is row 60. There's a free pattern, so I can show you. So up to here, row 60, this bit, I made this from. It's the same bit. Can you see? Can you see it in comparison? This tiny little bit here became this. Yes, I did print this on A3 by accident. I wanted to print it on A4, which would have been, large enough. I am marking the rows I've knit, so I'm here now. I have this much to go, and then I'm going to chart out the next bit. So the way I did this is I bought a program called Stitch Mastery because I need a program where I can create charts for my own patterns and that allows me to sell those patterns after using those charts. And I've decided on getting Stitch Mastery, and I used that yesterday to create this chart here. And now it's so much easier to knit from. This is basically my pattern repeat. I repeat this whole thing. And also up here, it's one pattern repeat that I just repeat all the way over. And that way I also don't have breaks, because I should have started here, knit to here, start here, knit all the way across, start here again and knit to this point. Which is okay when you seam it and you have a seam visible in the side seam, but I don't have that. I have, I knit in round, so I have the pattern flowing all the way around, and I have absolutely no clue on what part it ends here, which is only going to be interesting once I enter the reindeer at the top. So it doesn't really matter to me, if this ends up being the same left and right. I don't care, not really. So that's my progress on the reindeer cardigan, and I'm really happy about it. And so far, it's been these little flowers, and this here is my stick. So I think it looks very similar on both sides of the stick. So yeah, I'm really happy with this project. Will I finish this by Christmas? No, because it's the 8th and I will only have 16 days. And I don't think I can finish a full-on colorwork cardigan in 16 days. But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep knitting on it every evening, and I really enjoy the process. And that's what's important. So reindeer cardigan update. I'm super, super happy with this project. The cranberry cowl is dry by now. My husband blocked it for me 2 days ago. I had put it in water and then I forgot about it, and and he was coming downstairs to go to the room next to mine, and I was like, "Oh, can you block my cowl for me?" And he just looked at me like, "I don't know how to do that." Okay, just put it on the floor on a towel and leave it there. So he did, and it is dry now. I think it turned out really nice. And now I need to decide what to do with the pattern. And I'm gonna turn you around so you can see me, and I will explain to you my thought process. So when it comes to the cranberry cowl, I basically have two choices now that I need to decide which one I want to go with. The first choice would be to write up the pattern and get it out as soon as possible, because I did have one tester And, you know, if I release it now, it could be like a last minute Christmas gift that you could just whip out in a day or two. But on the other hand, if I wait a bit more, you know, a bit longer, and have it write up the pattern now, find more testers for the completed new version of the pattern, and then release it in, let's say, mid-January, I feel like the pattern would be of a better quality than if I just, you know, rush it now. On the other hand, the pattern has been finished for 10 years, you know, so I just really don't know what to do. Should I rush it now and, you know, re-release it super quickly, or should I take my time and kind of look for a release date in January at some point? I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not a designer. I don't know how these things work. What do I do? We have entered in a different color. It's yellow now. So this is where we are. We're going from a dark gray to a bit of a lighter gray into a yellow. And the ink vent today is called Raspberry Rose. It looks like to be a very beautiful pink. My candle cannot see anything really. It says Traumlicht, which means dream light. And yeah, I'm happy that we finally escaped the gray. We are in the kitchen right now, as you can see, and I'm going to do something I've actually never done before. I will make chicken stock out of a rotisserie chicken carcass. And I've never heard anyone doing this in Germany, ever. But I've seen it done in different vlogmas over the years, so I'm gonna give it a try because we had rotisserie chicken today. And I'm just gonna put that in my slow cooker here and add the vegetables and give this a go. Because, you know, whenever I can use up waste to make something else out of, that's a good thing. So if you have done this before, tell me if there's anything I need to, you know, keep in mind for the next time I'm gonna give this a go. All of the things are now in my slow cooker. I just wanted to clarify, I do make chicken broth a few times a year, you know, with fresh raw chicken, but I've never used a carcass from a rotisserie chicken before. So that's the difference. That's what I'm doing for the first time today. The other thing I do quite often. And I'm gonna let that cook or simmer now for 8 hours or so. I have just opened the first bag of Christmas cookies. And yes, you heard that right. And I make myself a cup of tea. I'm going to enjoy both now. And the cookies, I do not bake Christmas cookies. I get those from my mother's best friend. She bakes a lot of Christmas cookies and she sells them to, you know, businesses who want to have small gifts for their employees or just normal people like me who don't want to bake themselves. And I get 1.5 kilos each year, which is this box times 3. And I just opened the first one and I will enjoy some of these now with my tea. And I will do some knitting on my reindeer cardigan. And I have about 1.5 hours until I have to go and get Tim from his play date because he's visiting a friend's house right now. So I get to knit in the afternoon all by myself, which is a very rare thing. I'm outside. I have to brave the weather. I have to go get the kid. It's snowing really hard. And we actually have severe weather warning. So you should not use the car if you don't have to. I understand why. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the garden because it's something nice to look at. Here we go. Snow. More snow. Rain, it's not a lot yet, you know. It's just like, what, 4 inches, but it will be way more. And just so you know, that's the street. So yeah, I love snow. Snow people. And more snow, even more snow on the street. Yeah, I'm happy I don't have to drive anywhere. My chicken stock has been cooking for about 3 hours now. You can't smell it, you can't see it either now. It smells amazing. I'm gonna let it cook in here. I'm gonna put it on low now, and I'm gonna let it cook until I go to bed. And right before, I will fill it into a container and just put it outside on the balcony to cool down overnight. So that is it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful 8th of December, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.